envision everything happening now. I used to ride the bus.
To do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is going to have a Colts first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Kaepernick.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And right away, he lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Play action. Now it's Lance.
Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
We won. Come to my wall. 58, boys. 58. 58. Come on. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill. Check three.
The Lance going to throw.
The first catch of the ground. He has another first down at the Colts. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Under crush, under crush, under crush. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Lance, a give now to Sermon.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Strip that ball. 53 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
And Lance now to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Second and 10.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Here's Kaepernick.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 20. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To the right side, this is Sermon.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Check 50, check 50. Check 26, check 26.
Throwing now is Lance.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. On the handoff, Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football. And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. Gave him some good breathing room. I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a carry for Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Kaepernick going to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head. So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback. Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now Lance. And Kittle catching the slant.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Lance.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Switch.
Now a handoff. Sermon.
Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 29.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
After the sack on first down, Lance eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Niners on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Lance. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And they'll run with Sherman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the yard line.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. The toss here completed to Pittman. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw, Kaepernick. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. He's got Jack Doyle. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Again, now throw with Kaepernick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Blankenship out to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On first down, Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Jump. Hey, let 3.
From the 38, Lance. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A give for Sermon running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they're setting up a screen here on the left side, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going deep to the end zone for Juju.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 58, boys. 58.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Lance looks to throw again.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Lance looking to throw it.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Mack. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, this has now been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
7 yards, the pickup there. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Kaepernick going to run with it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And the snap comes at 1. Now Kaepernick. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Sermon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Hey, we got number 53. Number 53. Come on, QB, come on. Show my man. Deuce. Kill. Green Jack. Mike, 53. Mike. Watch the curl.
Working from the gun. Lance escaping the pressure right. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Darius Leonard, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on. Check 53 flight. Check 53 flight.
Lance now to throw.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Sermon.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down and goal. Lance flushed out right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
DeForest Buckner, a Pro Bowler when he played for the 49ers, there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They run once more with Sermon.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a...
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Sermon. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a 1st down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Now Kaepernick. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Sermon.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Mitchell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Gold is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,